All right, with prices soaring at the checkouts and pumps, loyalty reward programs like Air Miles help to stretch dollars. And for more on that, we're joined by Deidre Cross, budgeting expert. Oh, you budget. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
I got to confess, I love loyalty points.
Me too.
I think, like, if you don't use them, you're leaving money on the table. I try to convince my friends, and when they go through the checkout and they run their loyalty, or they don't have the card they're asked for, I'm like, can I use that?
Yeah.
Can I use that? But let's talk, because not everyone is as comfortable as perhaps you or certainly as excited as I am about it. Let's talk about why it's so awesome and how to leverage loyalty points at the checkout with Air Miles.
Yeah, so I find that loyalty programs, especially Air Miles, it's so easy to use. If you have it in your phone in an app, just scan it, swipe it. If you're online buying stuff, anything, airmiles.shops.ca, just log in, earn your miles, and then you can also use it for, if you have an Air Miles credit card, BMO, a lot of different ways to earn your miles so that you can later redeem them for free stuff.
Yeah, and it's not that much of an effort, right? Like,
no.
You've got it in hand. You're literally just handing over the number when you're at the checkout, and to double up on sometimes things, it's kind of fun.
Yeah,
like
and it's free.
It's free,
It's
and you kind of get these reminders. It's like, oh, you could double them, and it always amazes me how quickly it adds up, right? Like before, a week or 2 or 3 pass, you're like getting $10 or $20 off your grocery bill. And at these times, particularly when inflation is such an issue, you can actually be reducing your bill to lower than before we got into all this mess with inflation.
Yeah,
right?
that's how I use my all my loyalty programs. But for even Air Miles, like I can go a whole month not spending a dime on expenses, like everyday expenses, by using my Air Miles, redeeming for groceries and on like online food delivery, everything.
So
Sephora.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of options. There are a lot of different partner companies. But talk about this month challenge of no spending. That's kind of a cool challenge to give yourself when you're thinking about loyalty, why it works so well.
Yeah, so I do a no spend challenge twice a year, and I just do it to fast track my savings goals. And you can do it to, like, if you want to pay off your debt or if you want to save for something specific, that's what I do it for. But my challenge is very different than most people because I just redeem all my Air Miles and my loyalty points during that month. So I'm doing it comfortably. Like, I'm not spending any of my money, but I'm still living comfortably. I'm getting like my coffee every day, like,
Your friends looking at you, why are you getting so much stuff for free,
like,
right?
are you not supposed to be spending money? I'm not spending money. I'm just getting everything for free.
And you were saying that you kind of have to go into this with a bit of a plan. And I know for this month, this is your plan. My brother collects loyalty, but he like runs them up to like 100,000 points, and then he starts using them. And I'm like, I could never do that because I once it hits these markers, I'm like, I see the value in using them right away. But it's different for different people.
Yeah, no, I just do. I have a specific time of the year that I use mine. So, for example, if there's a Sephora sale in April, I will go in and redeem them for that. And then, of course, no spend May, no spend September is the months that I do my no spend challenges. But yeah, the prep before, you got to prep before. So you got to be looking out on the app for opt in for those, bonus miles. Those
easy to do, no charge, just to push that button,
so easy to do. Yeah, and you're spending money that you're already spending anyway. Like, I never go out of my way to earn miles. Like, I'm already spending, because I live on a budget. So I have a set amount that I'm spending each month, and I can still rack up those miles, no problem.
And when you see them starting to add up to, it doesn't feel like a challenge even to go an extra, like I know there's a specific gas station associated with Air Miles that I always use because I want to be continuing, and I see the value of getting $10 off a tank of gas, and it happens fairly often. So tell me a bit about, or maybe give your best tip to someone who's maybe just starting, going, okay, I'm going to try this out. How do I make the most of using my say, Air Miles points?
Yeah, so I find that a lot of people don't opt into the email. That's my number one way of, like, if you're getting the email, you're seeing like, oh, there's a bonus mile offer, even like random things like Shop the Block or Carousel of Dreams. Those are great ways to, it was fun. Every day. But that's the easiest way to earn bonus miles without even spending any money. A lot of times you don't have to spend money to earn these miles.
Well, let's start getting things for free. Okay, thank you so much, Deidre Cross, for coming in. Air Miles loyalty points, they go far.